Hi everyone, this is Maya Dolgan from Braver Me. Welcome to the Stage to Screen series. I'm really excited to be sharing with you over the course of this series a set of tips and tricks to help connect with your audience when you're used to standing on a stage, pitching to a panel or speaking to an audience, even if it's regularly meeting with people one-on-one. And then how do you go from taking those skills that you've developed into something that you can connect with your audience through your camera? So today, in episode number 1, we're talking about facial expressions. There are 3 tips that I'm going to share with you today. And the first is, what's your placement? If you are sitting too far away, and people have a tendency to be this far away from the camera, then you're likely feeling far away from your audience. If you're sitting too close, and your face is really up in the screen, then it could be that your audience will be a bit put off from being able to see every pore and anything that's in your teeth. If you find a placement that's somewhere in the middle, then you'll be able to still use your hands, still connect with your audience in some kind of way, but still be filling an appropriate amount of the screen. It could be that if you're doing share screen and you're showing some kind of a presentation, don't forget you're going to end up in a tiny, tiny box in the corner. And so you actually might want to be closer because you are taking up so little space on the screen anyway that you do want to be able to get across as much as possible. This is really, really thinking about the little screen and how it is that you can still get across your professionalism to your audience and connect with them while also being able to show the screen with your presentation. Number 2 is eye contact. Notice that I am looking directly into the camera. This is a way for me to be able to connect with you. If I'm on a Zoom call and there's a sidebar and you see the little boxes, this is what it looks like. Pay attention to where my eyes are when I'm just looking at the boxes. Now, one trick is that you can actually move those. So first of all, if you're in a one-on-one meeting, then you can just open it so that the two of you are next to each other. But if there are a lot of people on the call, first of all, you can open up gallery view and be able to have people in front of you. You can also just drag that sidebar to be somewhere else, like in the middle. Even if I'm still looking at people, but I'm looking at them over here, as opposed to looking at them on the default, which is on the side, that already makes a difference. Also, if you're making a presentation and you're sharing your screen, or if you have notes up on the screen, this is what it looks like when you're reading off of your screen. Okay, so if you're making a presentation, you want to actually lift your head up. If you have to look at the slide as you're moving it along, then glance down and look back up. Think about it in the same kind of way that if you were making a presentation, there was a big screen behind you, you would not be talking to the screen like this. You would want to be actually facing your audience. So it's the same thing. If your screen is now, with your slides are now under the camera, glance down and look back up. And third is smile. You want to be conveying your natural confidence to whoever it is you might be pitching or talking to. And so finding that way to still show off your smile and use those facial expressions to be able to connect with them, to nod, to listen. Use your listening eyes as I think of them. These are the eyes of someone who's listening to what other people are saying, right? As opposed to kind of sitting there while someone's talking and you're like this. Okay? So number 1, placement. Number 2, eye contact. And number 3, smile. I hope these tips are helpful for you. If they are, comment below and tell us which one is going to make the biggest difference for you. You can follow Braver Me on Facebook and on LinkedIn, and stay tuned for the next videos that are coming out, and happy Passover.